Hi guys, you are welcome back to my YouTube channel, Beloved Academy. Thank you very much for watching this video. And we have another question that we're going to be solving today on soil science. And the question is also on sieve analysis. But in the question in this particular one, we are going to be finding the uniformity of ground product, which is what the finest modulus, and the average size of ground materials in inches. That is the average. But first of all, what is finest modulus? And perhaps you have heard of finance modulus many times, but finite modulus, it simply indicates the uniformity of ground in the resulting product, and it can be expressed mathematically as sum of the weight by fraction all over 100, sum of the fraction retained, sum of the weight by fraction of each mesh all over 100. And if you can see here, I put this is sum of my weight. This is my sum of my weight in the table. However, in the question they didn't put the sum of the weight they didn't put the sum of the weight table, but you have to put it so as to calculate it, because we are going to be using it in your calculation. And also I want to tell you another hint, in case that they only gave you the mesh number and the percentage retained. If they gave you the mesh number and the percentage retained, if they didn't give you the multiplying factor, you can deduce the multiplying factor by yourself. How? Have this at the back of your mind. The multiplying factor of the pan, which is this, the multiplying factor of the pan, we always assume 0. So in an ascending order, you start from the pan, you put 0. Then the next mesh, you put 1. The next mesh, you put 2. Subsequent, you put 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, depending on the numbers of mesh that you are given. So I just bring that into the context, because you might see some question that they will only give you the mesh number in inch and the percentage retained. So have this as back of my mind, that you can compute your multiplying factor by yourself. So with that being said, let us proceed to the question. The question said that the mesh sieves number 4, 8, 14, 28, 48, and 100 inches were used on sieve analysis, and the table below shows the percentage of the materials by weight retained and the multiplying weight fraction, which is this. Now, find the uniformity of ground materials. That is what? The finest modulus. And don't forget the formula that I called. The formula of the finest modulus is that the sum of the weight by fraction all over 100. Sum of the weight by fraction all over 100. So how do you get the sum of the weight, which is this? In order to get the sum of the weight, you multiply the percentage retained multiply by the multiplying factor of each mesh. So I have it here. The percentage retained is what? 1, and the multiplying factor is 6. So therefore I'm going to be having 1 multiplied by 6. 1 multiplied by 6 will give me 6. So the weight by fraction of mesh 4 is what? 6. So for the subsequent mesh, that's how you are going to do. 5 multiplied by 11. 5 multiplied by 11, that will give me 55. Then 32 multiplied by 4. 32 multiplied by 4 will give me 32 multiplied by 4 will give me 128. Also 27 multiplied by 3. 27 multiplied by 3, put your calculator, that will give me 81. 15 multiplied by 2, that will give me 30. And 11 multiplied by 1, that will give me 11 multiplied by 1, that will give me 11. And 3 multiplied by 0, which is the multiplying factor of the pan, is 0. I've already told you. So 3 multiplied by 0, that will give me what? That will give me 0. So this is the weight by fraction. Now we want to compute the sum of the weight. How do you compute the sum of the weight? It's simply you add all this side, you add everything, and then the sum of that's the sum of the weight of each fraction. So on addition, I got 311. I got 311 as the sum of the weight by fraction. 311. So I have my 311 there. So that is the sum of the weight by fraction. So if I want to get the finest modulus now, I can proceed to calculate my finest. So the sum of the weight by fraction is 311. So I have 301, 311 all over 100. So 311 divided by 100, punch your calculator, you are going to get 3.11. The question does not stop there. The question says that we should also find the average size of ground materials, that is the average, and the formula for the average size of ground materials is given by 0.0041 into bracket 2 all over finesse modulus. That is the formula for the average, 0.0041 multiplied by 2 all over finesse modulus. Therefore, please, I want you to be careful while calculating your finesse modulus. You must make sure that you get the right answer, because if you didn't get the finesse modulus correctly, you might end up missing the average, also average size of ground materials. So let's proceed. We know that our finesse modulus is what? Our finesse modulus is 3.111. So I can substitute the parameters here: 0.0041, 0.0041, 2 into bracket 3.11. So 2 raised to the power of 3.11, 2 to the power of 3.11, 2 to the power of 3.11, that is 8 points. We have 0.0041 multiplied by 8.6338. So I want to get my D average. 0.0041 multiplied by 8.6338. That is my D average is what? 0.03539. So I can easily approximate it. My D average is what? 0.0354. So that is how to calculate the D average and the finesse modulus. Please, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please kindly hit the notification bell to enhance the growth of the channel. And please also share the video with your friends that you know that they might be in need. Thank you very much. Bye.